you're away, okay? So I'm just bending my little score lines because that's got to come into the centre like that there. So pull that one in to the centre, okay? Once you've got that one into the centre, once you get one in, the others will follow through, okay? So just come in, come on.
So it literally holds itself together, Jo, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. As I say, this first one can be a bit of a devil to get in, but once it's in, it's in.
But that's crafting.
It is.
This is what crafting's all about, the little fiddly bits, isn't it?
It is. So get that first one in there. It's only because you're getting two sides in, and pull it up, yeah? And then the other one, you see how I push that one, and it just follows in. Once you've got that one on there, you want to be firm, but not too firm,
yeah,
okay?
I know.
Because you get hold of it, and you sort of pull that up and push down with your fingers at the same time. And then the other one is just going to go over the top, like so. And then all you do is bring that one in, get it through that hole there, pull it up and push down. You're pulling that little bit in that middle segment. The same with this one here. Put that one on, pull up and push down. I know that sounds funny, but when you've got this in your hand, you'll know what I'm meaning, okay? You literally are pulling up, but yet pushing down. That's just a delight,
isn't it?
Yeah? So you've got your little box there. So let's go ahead and start to decorate.
This stuff's not available in the shops, Jo, is it?
No.
You can't go and buy this stuff. You buy a little square box, you buy 3 for £3 or something, and they're a bit flimsy and you can't get the lid on properly. I mean, that's a delight, isn't it?
It is. Now, I love this pattern, because this pattern, it could be chocolate chips.
Yeah.
It could be the bottom of your Christmas puddings with your raisins in.
Yes.
Yeah, because this would make the most amazing Christmas pudding. It would also make the most fantastic pumpkin. Yeah. So we're just going to go through.
Seeds inside anything.
Yeah. And we're going to place these panels on the bottom. So you'll do this with just normal adhesive, but hey, we're using red liner for speed. So let's do the other ones. But you can see how those little patterns really start to come together.
You could make.
You what?
You could make. I stopped because that's but it went on that journey downhill. I think, is it going to take the rest out? And it didn't. But I'm just thinking, you know, you can make hanging banner advent calendars. You can make things to hang on the Christmas tree.
They would make beautiful baubles,
wouldn't they? Baubles would be great, handmade. I mean, weddings as favours.
Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't need to tell you this if you're someone who crafts all the time.
So I've got that little bottom on there, and we're now going to put the tops on. Now we're going to use the one that's got these beautiful edges on. Now the die itself looks like that, okay? But you then got the additions that you cut in. So you've got that lovely one there. You've got the icing, which I'm trying to grab. Got the icing, and all you do is put it on and cut it. And the one that we've used is the little one there. Okay.
Yep.
Now I have tape on the top of mine, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to come in and literally line them up so that they go down. Okay. We're going to secure them in a minute with their little tabs, because they've all got little glue tabs on the bottom. You can see the little glue tabs. So we're going to go round, add in all those on there. Maybe you're just using pattern paper. You've got the die in there just to do the pattern paper. Yeah, you don't have to have these fancy edges if you don't want, but I have to say they do look rather lush with those patterns. So carrying on around there, and then we're going to come in and do our little glue tabs. Okay, so our little glue tabs are going to move along. So fold your glue tab.
I often think when I see you making these, you know, I can see thousands of crafters sitting on a Sunday morning with a cup of coffee, with the radio on, just in their craft room, just making little boxes, and they're as happy as Larry.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I find them therapeutic.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. I sit and watch you do these going, I can see why people craft. This is the reason people craft. What you don't want is stress, measuring, working it out. You don't want that. And what you do is get one of these, get them home, even if you've never bought them before, and just sit and make them.
Yeah.
For no reason, just make a box. And then you go, oh, I know I'll give this to. Or I might come up with an idea. But who says you always have to have a reason to make or buy or to give, or some just make stuff. I often use the analogy. Artists don't paint a painting because they're going to give it to someone. They paint because they love painting. Yeah. And then you end up with a studio full of paintings. And one day someone goes, "Oh, you should do a sort of an exhibition." Oh, I never thought about it. Oh, can I buy that one off you? And then you never know. But you see, it all starts out for the first 10 years of your life just thinking, just painting because I love painting. So why not just make boxes for the sake of making boxes? Who says you have to make something or give it to someone? And tonic makes it easy.
So we've got all that edge going around there. We're now going to incorporate a little bit of a wiggle, because then they will sit absolutely perfectly on the top of those. Okay, so we're going to go around, we're going to add those little panels. I just think these make, yeah,
cream, so clotted cream and something.
Bend that segment over, and as I say, this is the, just push
that actually looks like a cupcake, doesn't it?
From the inside edge, okay? And just give that a little tug on that top to get all those bits through. And as I say, you'll understand what I mean when you get it home. Hold it, but push it down with your fingers. Yeah, it's a weird action, but it works.
Do you know it's got quite a regal look about it, because I can see a top of the crown. You know the Queen's crown, you've got those dents in, and you get the sort of the crown that comes at the top. But do you see what I mean? It's quite regal looking.
Yeah.
In its own way as well.
Line those up, and now bringing those over the top. Come on. No, let's pull it back. So don't. I've lost my bits. Look.
Oh yeah.
My bits have come out, so let's put those bits back in.
Turn away.
Yeah, this card's a little bit too thick for this box, I have to say.
Were you pushing your luck a bit?
I am. Yeah, the lighter weight cardstock is so
that's why
much
we
better.
do that's why we do the 216. You see.
Yeah, this is actually a 240, and it's a little bit too.
But once you got it, haven't you?
Yeah. So let's put that one back. Let's hold him. Let's bring the other ones in. I won't push me luck, I'll do one at a time. So that one's in. Remember, get hold of it and pull it, but push it.
So you're pulling with your fingers, but pushing down with your knuckles.
Yeah, it's a weird action, Dean. It's a really weird action. So unnatural.
Pulling and pushing.
Yeah, but it works. Okay.
Love it. Look at that.
So now we're going to use the icing one. Okay, nice. Now we've used the textured paper. Okay, so this is one of our specialty papers. Okay, there is a score line on there, so I'm just folding the score line because I don't want my icing to come out like that. I want my icing to go down. So I'm folding the little score line, and I'm folding the little tabs on the side here. Okay, so this could be whatever colour icing you want, but we've also put the die cut onto the top as well, just to add that extra little bit of detail. Okay, so now I'm going to come in and I'm going to start to decorate the sides.
Everyone's talking about cakes in the gallery now. They talk about cakes, desserts and puddings. That's what you've done. I think you put half a stone on just watching the programme. Lemon drizzle.
There's nothing better than a cupcake with loads of icing on, is there? I'm one of those that eat the sponge and keep the cream till after.
Do you?
Yeah, I'm terrible.
Oh no, I can't do it. I like it all together. I think my classic is a Victoria sponge. I think you can't go wrong with the Victoria sponge. You take a slice, and there's nothing. Walk in. Oh, Joe, I might make one. I'm going to make one. We go home, I think. I might do that this afternoon with Georgia. I might just make, because we've got a nice cake dome on the island in the kitchen. There's nothing nicer when there's cake in it. You come in and there's cake in the cake dome. Do you know what I mean? You go, especially it's a sort of Victoria sponge with real jam in, not Not, no, proper real strawberry jam.
Devon, my son, he loves to bake cupcakes and that. But I absolutely hate it when he does, because there's stuff everywhere.
Is it carnage?
Absolute carnage.
Put some oil on, but, you know, salt and pepper, slide them for a second and went to do something else. Came back and they're gone. It's just mush, because obviously it's 400 degrees in a pizza oven. So you can't be... I'm still learning. Still learning.
My brother-in-law is a production chef. So he does things like, you know, when you go to the supermarket and you buy something that's got a sauce on it, he's the guy who makes all those sauces.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So he does all sorts. But a couple of Christmases ago,